Hi. In today's conversation, I'd like to talk about the field of medical writing and why I find medical writing fascinating, and three things I like about medical writing. And in describing these three things, I realize that many medical writers are also fascinated by medical writing because of these same three things. So let's begin with what it's all about. Medical writing is a practical application of science communication, which is the communication of scientific concepts and ideas to people from non scientific backgrounds or varied scientific backgrounds. Now, what does that mean? It basically means that science communicators are people who act as translators. We translate the language of science to a language that everyone else can understand. The term medical in medical writing is there to indicate that it has something to do with progressing biomedical sciences, such as the approval of a new drug, or the approval of a device, or the development of a new type of food or a cosmetic product. Keep in mind that medical writing not only addresses the final product, but also the process in which that product is created. So it's a wide field, it's a growing field, an evolving field, and there's plenty to learn. And people from all different backgrounds can be found in medical writing because medical writing is a field which is born out of necessity. So, why do I like medical writing? I like it for three different reasons. One is my favorite question to ask in the world is how can I help you? How can I be of service to you? And medical writing is a field which allows me to ask this question time and time again, every single day. How can I help you? How can I be of service to you? It's a field which is extremely rooted in service, about being of service to others, about getting to know your clients, getting to know what kinds of documents they want to develop, and using your scientific skills, scientific background, insights, and writing skills in order to give them exactly what they want when they want it. The second thing I like about medical writing is that the writing is extremely strategic and action oriented. Now, what does that mean? Action oriented means when the reader reads something, they must feel compelled to do something about it. The writing has to be compelling, it has to be convincing. Unlike writing a novel or writing a story or a comic book, medical writing is not for recreational purposes or entertainment purposes. It's not really about spinning prose or trying to impress the reader. It's about getting the reader to get off the couch and actually do something. And this could be to consider whether a drug should be approved, consider whether a device should be approved, consider whether a process is considered safe. Writing a protocol, for instance, for a clinical trial, which could potentially be saving lives and improving the quality of life for many individuals suffering from debilitating diseases which would otherwise leave them helpless. So it's actionable writing. With every word we write, we're thinking about the end product. We're thinking about how is this going to help people live better lives. And that is extremely an inspiring component of medical writing. And that's the second reason. The third reason why I like it is because I get to interact with people from varied backgrounds, many, many different types of backgrounds. Medical writing, as I mentioned earlier, is something which was born out of necessity, meaning that people from different aspects of life, people with a background in English, journalism, liberal arts, science, education, are coming into the field, learning about medical writing, and finding ways in which they can leverage their own strengths and learn a little bit about science and learn to contribute to this field and to grow the field forward. So that's what it's all about. It's about popping the bubble of science, so to speak, because science oftentimes happens in isolation. And as science communicators, we must pop that bubble of science and allow society to come in and say, this is what's going on in science. This is what's important. This is going to be translated into something which is going to help improve people's lives. And that's where medical writing plays such an important role.